Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Challenge Accepted. And as you know, this month Shannon and I have been playing along with Scraptember, and the prompt for today is mixed alphas. So I'll be using a mixture of different alphas, different colors, different fonts, different sizes, including I have an acrylic word. But I will start by telling you where this all began. I had this sheet of paper. It's a graphic 45 page from their Lost in Paradise collection from 2019. And I've hoarded it because it's gorgeous, but I didn't have any idea how I'd use it. I actually thought I might use this side of the paper, and I love this side, but I overcame my fears, and I actually cut into the paper. I cut a bird out here, and I cut a floral cluster and a butterfly, and there was a flower here I didn't care for too much, so I even pulled some, it was this flower, so I actually pulled some of this paper to use on my page. So these are my scraps, and I had this all in my Scrap Backwards kit. So I'm doing this whole page from my Scrap Backwards kit. Basically, there's not going to be much on here other than from this sheet of paper. So I figure I can get maybe 3 more layouts out of this paper. I can probably cut this Lost in Paradise part with the postage stamps here away from this arching stuff, and then connect it to this flamingo, and then cut these yellow flowers separate and have this stamp separate. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to put it back in my collection, and I'll show you what I've got. One of the things I did is the photo I'm using is a picture of my sister at Avery Island, where the Tabasco plant is, owned by the McElhaney's. And so we got a map, and you can kind of see that this was cut from a map. We got a map to guide our stroll through the very lush landscaped grounds. And I took a photo of it, and it had the Tabasco bottle, and I printed it with my photo, and I'll try to use this somewhere on the page. So that's a non-graphic 45 element that I will be using. Let me get all this stuff in my recycle bin. I got a request from James that my small paper scraps that are in the recycle bin, if I could empty them into a paper sack, paper grocery bag, before putting them in the recycle bin. That would help the recycling collection guys not to spread them all over the street so that James has to go out and pick them up. So I will, I will be doing that. Okay, so I happened to notice in this paper that the colors in this month's challenge over at Kraft Plus are all here. The orange and yellow and blue and red. And I had a sheet from my Jane Davenport paper pad that had a really dark red line here, and I thought I could do that without destroying the profile of the lady there. So I think I have all those colors. That's what made me decide to do this on Kraft. And I think all of this tropical beauty actually looks great on Kraft. I've chosen a blue matte, and I've also got orange, yellow, and blue flare, and there's little bits of red in those. So I chose a blue matte from my Scrap Backwards kit. That I had a scrap, and so I'll mount that, and I think that blue shows enough. I know that this title is not blue, it is teal, but I think it's close enough. It's actually closer to the blue that's in the background of this paper, so we'll see. Okay, this was the floral cluster that I cut out of the paper, and I thought that I could do something like this. Maybe there. And then I was going to put this over here, but the way the photograph is, it looks better there. And this is also something I cut from that side. So let me just kind of get this down and kind of see. I'm going to put it maybe a little right of center and a little lower than squared. Okay. And now I've put foam pads behind here where I want the design to be lifted up. And then I'll kind of tuck and fit the rest of it around. I needed to connect this butterfly with it. And I think it works perfect that the butterflies looks to be flying right there in the woods, in the trees. I've got this that can go there. I had planned to put this over here, and this was going to be here, and this was going to be kind of at the foot of it. But I'm going to put this here, and because the bird is facing that way, I'm going to actually put the bird there and incorporate a flare in that little cluster. And then I'll figure out where those strips of paper are going to go. I kind of cut them without a hard and fast understanding of where I might put them. So I want to use the yellow flare here because the bird has a lot of yellow. I think I need another layer of foam. I have to have room for my title because it's going to be fairly lengthy. Okay, there. And I have some strips that I thought might go at the bottom, and that's what these are. So I'll just kind of leave them there. And what I'll do now is kind of place these strips over here and see what we do next. And I haven't distressed them. Nor put any foam behind them. I'm just kind of placing them kind of as an accent like that. And we'll see what happens next. I'm going to actually take these off the page for the moment. And I'm going to come up here. I'm actually thinking these longer ones need to go over here. Let's just do that. And I'm bringing it, the bottom one all the way to the end there. Let's see, because that gives me room for this, and this is not on straight, and I think it needs to be. So I'll kind of just lay that there for reference, and I'm going to put this one on the bottom here and bring it almost to the bottom of the page. And I'm going to cut this thinner. And I'll do this red piece next, and I'll overlap. I'm going to put some glue to hold that down. I'll maybe overlap. Let's see. I'm going to do it this way so that it's actually right there. And then I'll put this. There's no hard and fast rule here. I'm just kind of adding in the colors that I want to feature. And trying to make sure that I'm leaving myself space for that might look good down there. And then the blue, let's see, do I need anything? I kind of like this here. I want to be sure that I get it straight. Okay, there. And then I'm probably going to use this in conjunction with the blue one over here somewhere, but I'm not sure yet, so I'm not going to glue them down. Let me add a couple bits. I'm going to tear that shorter and put a little glue on it. Let me do the red one first. Right there. And then I will take this and go right across there. So it's a very different arrangement of the strips everywhere that they occur. But all three patterns are in each cluster of strips. Okay, so now let's work on the title. My title is going to be Red Hot Adventure is Out There. And so I need to do these letters saying red hot, and I'm going to start it right there. You know how when you run out of E's and you start using 3's? Well, in this set of alphas, the E's already look like backwards 3's. So I thought that was cool. And I don't know whether to put hot under red or out here. I'm going to put it out to the side, I think. And then we get a T, and we'll be done with those. Okay, and then I'll put that there. And then I have these letters that I thought I would pull the colors, the different colors. Red Hot Adventure is. So I'm going to look for an orange I and an orange S. I found an orange I and an orange S. So I'm going to say is. And now I want red. I don't have a red O. I should have picked, let's see. Do I have a red I and a red S? I have a red S. And I have a hot pink I. I tell you what, let's just mix up the letters. I'm not going to try to do each word a different color. I'm just going to mix up the colors. Okay, let me put that there. And then I'm going to go with a, let's see, a blue. Let me look at my other set. I have yellow in the other set. These are the same font, two different tones. One is a summer palette, the other is an autumn palette. Oh, and then if I can find a blue U, I have a light blue U. Do I have a blue U here? I do. And it's the same blue as in the and then what do I want now? It'd be good to have a what color tea do I have? I have another kind of orange tea. Now, can I get all the same letters? Let's go with gold. I think I can make the words, or let's just do another mix. And if I did if starting here, then I'd have room for this cluster. Okay, that's gonna work. And an H would be good if I could find a yellow. It's really hard to get. I love these little letters, and I love that they're foam. But it is really it's hard to keep them straight. I don't have an E in a good color. I have a yellow. Here's another orange. I would love to find a red, but I'm not finding a red. I have a red P and a red N. So E-R-E. Let me find the right color R. I'll just go with the dark blue. That's kind of a play on the saying from Up, Adventure is Out There, which was, Up was one of John's favorite movies, and that saying was his favorite saying, and he used that quote a lot. And he actually, when we were all making posters for Katie's graduation, and she graduated in 2020, COVID year, so it was drive-by. So we had posters and chalk on the sidewalks and driveways and stuff. John wanted to help and he wanted to participate, but his Parkinson's kind of made it hard for him to do any drawing or anything. So he pretty much designed it and kind of told me what to make. And it was a picture, a photo that he had picked of him and Katie walking hand in hand after one of Barrett's baseball games. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put another stack. And it said, Adventure is out there. And he had me make a poster on my printer. And he picked the font and everything. So I think he would approve of this page. And he would have loved that little stroll around there with Patrice because she was just fascinated by everything. And I want to work this Tabasco bottle into that. So let me do that. There we go. And what I'm seeing is I need something over here with this, some kind of a something that I can fussy cut. Maybe, I tell you what, I have, you know what I'm going to do? I might fussy cut one of those birds from there, or, here we go. I'm just going to brutally remove this yellow iris. I will fussy cut it and kind of I will bet that in the spring there are lots of irises in the marshes around Avery Island. So this paper just is perfect to document that place and our visit to that place. Okay, I know this is taking a while. Normally I don't do this, but I'm trimming right up to the edge, not leaving any margin at all, because the margin would be a million different colors and patterns. And okay, and I didn't get the whole flower, but I'm thinking I can work it in like that. I don't like it like that. I think I want it more this way, even though it kind of interferes with the bird. I think that's more attractive. Okay, so I think I'm done after I glue this guy down. I have to get it placed kind of right in the center. Okay, so I've mixed my alphas. I've got all kinds of fun elements here and a great photo of Patrice. There were several little photo ops with an explanation of what they were. This was a streetcar that's called the Red Hot Express, or Hot Pepper Express rather. And she said, do you want to take my picture here? So, of course, the answer was yes. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll see you next Thursday for Challenge Accepted. And I will, my next Scrap Backwards project is going to be building the page kits with the leftovers from my September kit. And I have some ideas for projects that I will do, not as my Scrap Backwards project, but just as extra projects during the month of October. The load challenge starts October 1st, and that means I'll be doing a layout a day. So, whoops, oh no. Okay, need to let that dry before I try to pick it up. So, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.